I guess I guess we should have seen this coming. It's only really been in one direction, how the reduction, the dehumanization of the lived experience of black people has got to a point where I am seeing post after post, statement after statement of people belittling what it is to exist in a racialized world. We are a long way from the performative allyship of the black squares and the DEI departments and the white colleagues that would always say, I'm sorry, what can I do? And politicians taking the knee. We're a long way from that place. In fact, politicians are now actively reducing the violent nature of existing whilst black, both microaggressions to genuine lynchings. And I feel like I have to speak on this now, on this day where there's a new report. The black children are 8 times more likely to be strip searched. It is also on this day that it's a 33-year anniversary of the murder of Stephen Lawrence. So I'm going to speak about both of these stories today. Black children are 8 times more likely to be strip searched by police than their white peers in England and Wales, a new report by the Children's Commissioner says. Although only 6% of the population of 10 to 17-year-olds in the 2021 census were black, 35% of the children strip search were of black ethnicity. Just let me repeat that. Although only 6% of the population of 10 to 17-year-olds were black, 35% of the children that were stripped searched were black. For the first time, the report also looked at the use of force during stop and search. It found like the vast majority of cases involving force were of children aged 11 and 17. Wow. I mean, it's unbelievable. And there's more, you know. The Children's Commissioners first started investigating the police and their use of strip searches for children following the case of Child Q. And again, it's important to remind people the horror of what happened to Child Q. She was searched. Child Q was searched at the age of 15 at her school in Hackney, East London, December 2020. A black schoolgirl who was wrongly suspected of possessing cannabis. She was on her period. Jesus. She was on her period and forced to expose her intimate parts with no appropriate adult present. 15 years old, man. Stripped naked by strangers. The case led to public protests in March. I was there. I saw those protests. And, you know, this is what fucks me off. Sorry, it just annoys me. After details came to light in a safeguarding report, it was found that the search was unjustified and racism was a likely factor? You think? So yes, to those of you that are either just ignoring the black experience, those of you with platforms, I want to remind you of what it means. A black girl who did nothing wrong was stripped naked, alone, no one she knew, and strangers stole her adulthood from her. And Stephen Lawrence, on this day, 33 years ago, was with his friend waiting for a bus. And a group of white boys came, set themselves upon Stephen, stabbed him multiple times, punctured his lungs and arteries, and he was a fit, strong boy. He somehow managed to run over 100 yards before collapsing, internal bleeding. Again, he was waiting for a bus. When people who don't have the lived experience of black people start questioning that lived experience, that is an act of violence. You may not be holding a knife, but for you to question what so many of us have to live through and sometimes die because of, whether it's pregnant, healthy black women going in to give birth and not coming out, or being forced to have a child on the roadside, or being strip searched as a child, or violently stopped and searched repeatedly. Most kids I know that have been stopped and searched, it's always more than once. Treated like adults, racialized into a system where the criminal justice system is designed to throw the book at them. Everything. I've been working in the prison system for years, and the amount of times I see young black boys who are in jail for low-level drug dealing offenses. And I say to them, if you went to any of my old posh boarding school friends' houses in Oxford, you see more Class A drugs than you've ever sold, and none of those boys and girls will ever see the inside of this prison. The system is stacked against them from the beginning, and then the people that are supposed to protect and serve either murder them or take away their adulthood. And then the judges and lawyers that are supposed to give them a fighting chance make sure that they are repeatedly stripped bare of any sense of dignity. And on the other end of that, just on the microaggressions, everything from glances there, glances here, looks there, statements about our physiology, our hair, our lips. It's a unique thing, and it shouldn't be, but it's a unique thing, the lived experience of black people. And for those people that really are using this as something that they can attack as if it isn't real, shame on you. Shame on you. Child Q never deserved to be abused in such a way, and Stephen Lawrence should be with us today. And all those boys and girls that are stopped and searched and strip searched, they have every right to live a life without trauma like your children do. Please remember that. Thank you.